Hey guys, I'm showing you here the beast flow through with the red worms in it. What I'm aiming to do today is to rebed, that's what I call it. The flow through, what I'm trying to do is get the level up as much as I can, as quickly as I can. Just on the way through, I'll do a little bit of show and tell on the worm density in the feeding areas. It's our colder season now, so the worms that tend to be into the food a lot quicker than they would be in summer. You can see, if I can get that over there, they really love hanging around in the edges and feeding on all the feed from the edges, because I suppose then that's an easy way for them to cool themselves down. They can go into the food and then come back out to the edge. Basically, you can see there, that's 12 inches there. It's been let's see, it's 27th of February that I started this farm off, so it's been I'll say 2 months, 8 weeks, and I've only basically got a little bit over 9 inches, 25 centimetres worth of castings in it. Even though I've been adding all the time, they do go through it. It's pretty hard to keep the bedding up to these guys. So what I'll be trying to do as time goes on is rapidly increase the amount of castings in there, and I'm doing that by adding a whole lot more bedding type stuff than what you'd normally add to a working farm. So the process today is basically the back half of the farm's the one that's been fed most recently, so I'll pile the feeding zone material up on the closer side to me that hasn't been fed in quite a while, and then put new material over the other side to replace it to a depth of maybe about sort of 10 inches, 10 or 12 inches deep over that other side. And then once I know that's a cooler area, I'll start feeding over there as well. And then I'll basically duplicate that again over the other side. Once that side gets eaten down a little bit, I'll pile this close side back over there and add more fresh bedding material over this side and start feeding on this side again. And in that way I hope to really get them to turn the material into VC quite quickly and get the full depth into the worm farm. Again, anyone that's worried about the bedding I use going slimy or anything else, just look at how it falls apart in your fingers. The only sticky parts are around the feeding areas where all the food's still decomposing, and anyone's food area is going to be wet and sticky and have a bit of mould on bread and stuff like that. But basically the older side here that you can see, it just basically crumbles apart in your hands, and the worms still love being in that. Look at the worm density in that. Again, that's cheating slightly. I do know that they like hanging around the edge, so I always tend to have a look around the edges for material. So that's basically it. I won't bother showing you what it's like when it's finished, because it's pretty obvious what I'm doing, and I might show you again in another week or two the worms having gotten into the new bedding. Thanks for watching my videos.